to make rock candy. Have you ever wondered how to make rock candy? They are certainly a treat for the eye as well as for the tongue, with their delicate crystal-like appearance. Because rock candy is really nothing more than pure sugar, they are admittedly not the most nutritional kind of snack, but they do make a cool science project that you can do at home with your kids. It's also a good way to teach them focus and patience, because rock candy can take up to a week to complete. Not all of it is hard work, though. Most of the time you will be doing nothing but look and be amazed as the sugar crystals grow. If you have more than one kid, or if you intend to make some candy for yourself, you will need more than one jar and skewer, and lots more of the sugar syrup. But we will take it one step at a time and show you how to make rock candy for one eager kid in this recipe. 1. To make your rock candy, you will need to prepare the following ingredients and materials: 2 cups of water, 4 cups of white sugar, a few drops of food coloring, a teaspoon of flavor extract. You can use vanilla or almond, but kids might prefer something citrusy like orange extract or lemon oil, a large glass jar, and a skewer. You can squeeze some fresh fruit juice as flavoring, but because of the acid content, the formation of sugar crystals will take longer. 2. Thoroughly sterilize your glass jar inside and out. Be generous with the hot water. You will be putting in a sugar solution and then leaving it for several days. You don't want any bacteria to grow. 3. Take a skewer and cut it so that it is slightly taller than the glass jar. Find some way to make it stand upright in the middle of the jar. You can use a strip of plastic wrap strung across the mouth of the jar for this purpose and stick the skewer through the center. 4. Prepare the sugar syrup by boiling the water and sugar in a pan. Keep stirring so that the sugar completely melts into the water. Turn the heat down if needed to keep the sugar from burning. 5. Keep stirring until you have a clear or straw-colored syrup. If you can manage to melt more sugar, that would be great, because it will make your sugar crystals grow faster. But keep in mind that overheating the syrup will prevent sugar crystals from solidifying later, so that you might end up with a lollipop instead. Add the food coloring and flavor. 6. Let the sugar syrup cool in the fridge for a few minutes, just until it is slightly cooler than room temperature. 7. In the meantime, prepare your jar and skewer setup. Take the skewer and moisten it, then roll about half the length in some sugar. Let it dry while the syrup is cooling. This step is important because it provides the melted sugar something to adhere to. 8. Once the syrup is ready, pour it into the jar and set up the plastic wrap and skewer. Make sure that the plastic wrap will not accidentally let go and that the mouth of the jar is not closed off so that crystallization can occur. The skewer should not be touching the sides of the jar, lest the sugar crystals stick to the jar instead of to the skewer. Loosely cover the mouth of the jar with a piece of tissue or gauze just to keep bugs and dust out. Place it where it can sit undisturbed for a few days. 9. Let the rock candy grow until it is big enough for your liking, which can take anywhere between 3 to 7 days. Just make sure to pull out your rock candy skewer before it becomes too big for the mouth of the jar. Let it air dry, and then wrap with plastic to save for later. As you can see, learning how to make rock candy costs next to nothing. And if you're the sort of parent who likes introducing educational experiments at home, this delicious project is definitely one for the books. Have fun growing your sugar crystals.